Dragon Ball Z card strategy here with another one of our local matches. This one was been earlier in the month. This is going to be good old Lord Slug with Radiant Mastery against good old Namekian Knowledge Nail. So a little bit different with the Knowledge Mastery, being out of circulation and all, but it's a friendly game, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Justin's been trying to perfect the Nail deck for some time. He does reasonably well. I'd say that it's one of those decks where you have to work at because it's all about the finer balance. He's going to go ahead and pass his first turn, rejuvenate Namekian right throw. It's going to be Chris's first turn. He's going to draw his 3. Looks like he's got Namekian Buffer, Palm Shots, and it looks like Namekian Barricade. So 2 blocks and an attack. Not really a first-hand material. He should probably power up before he begins to end his turn. There it goes. Okay, he rejuvenates Buffer. That one's going to have the Endurance on it, so it'd be natural to want to leave in the deck. Okay, looks like Justin gets a hand. Physical block, energy attack, confrontation. It is enough to work with. It would not make a spectacular combat, but it's better than nothing. Okay, he does declare combat. Chris draws his 3. Obviously open up with a confrontation. Check out that hand. Okay, he's going to want to put away any energy blocks. He's got a lot to move out of there if he wants to hit him with the Crushing Beam. As you know, when it comes to Namekians, a lot of times having a discard pile means that eventually they can get some cards back. That if you want to do away with them, you'll make sure to, kind of like killing Majin Buu, I guess. You can shoot as many holes as him or you want it, or shoot him into pieces and all that stuff, but until you eradicate him, that gets more like Cell. Okay, he's going to go ahead and have him shuffle in the card there. Okay, and that was his first action. And Chris is going to go respond by using the Radiant Mastery's ability to go ahead and search out a Dragon Ball and place it into play. Okay, looks like he's going to bring out Radiant Ball 3. Okay, he raises Angry, brings it into play. Obviously, he does not get the immediate effects, because the Master just places them into play. Okay, remember, of course, he does have Drill Out that rejuvenates. Okay, Justin's going to go ahead and use the second. That's right. There we go. Confrontation. That is actually going to be the last card that's in good old Chris's hand. So it's not that it's the end of his combat, but rather he's out of any further options or actions, I should say. Unless he uses Slug's ability to pull out a Dragon Ball. I apologize. I'm not entirely sure how he did that. He does have Namekian Hunt over there. I'm not sure if that's what he used to search out that particular ball. Okay, he's raised enough anger out of the actions that he's had to be able to go ahead and level. So he's actually Slug level 2. Crushing Beam's going to come out there from Justin. Okay, remember we had talked about that one, successfully disarming Chris in order to make sure that that particular hit. It does. It does not do critical damage, however, and all damage is banished. Okay, that's Chris's action. He uses Slug's ability. It's an AT plus 3 physical. Okay. It is stopped on Justin's side with reinforced block. If Justin had any Dragon Balls in play, he would have been able to stop him. Okay, he throws Nails, level 1 physical, AT plus 2 life cards. Okay, he is successful, knocks a Dragon Ball out of Slug. He hits it with both life cards. Okay, that is the end of combat, and Chris begins his turn. He draws his 3. Okay, he rejuvenates Hybrid Defense. Looks like he's probably holding, I believe the card he's holding on Namekian Right Throw. So he has the ability to push a Dragon Ball back in and raise his anger in the process. Okay, he grabs Bulma and puts Face Smash. Okay, as you know, when you play the Bulma ally, she gives you the ability to choose a card in your opponent's discard pile and then attach it to Bulma, and then as long as it stays attached to her, Face Smash can no longer be used. So it's a way to cripple an opponent and get a card out of play. For people like Goku, it's the only way to keep a card out of his hands once he's reached level 4. Okay, Justin's going to go ahead and end his turn. He's going to rejuvenate Namekian Lift, and he's going to go over to Chris. It looks like he drew Earth Dragon Ball 6. It's like Lord Slug Slam and Hybrid Defense along with his right throw. He has the tools to make something happen, but he chooses not to. He passes, rejuvenates Hybrid Defense. He's checking out good old Namekian Knowledge Mastery. It's been a bit. Okay. Now, yet again, Justin drew another hand, which is kind of a difficult one to work with because he has not drawn any Dragon Balls to manipulate. He has, of course, mostly attacks. It looks like he has 2 blocks, 2 attacks. Okay, good old Chris drew himself a hand that's not maybe the very best. It looks like he drew a setup, a Dragon Radar, a Dragon Ball 4, right throw, and it looks like good old Namekian Flinch. Okay, he's going to stop it with good old Flinch. Okay, and if I was Chris, I actually would have pushed in one of my Dragon Balls so I could end up using the Mastery, but he's probably just going to do it in a different order. Okay, he's going to use Namekian right throw. That is going to shuffle one of the Dragon Balls in play, raises anger 2 levels automatically. Okay. He stops it with the Namekian block that raises anger. He uses Nails Physical, the AT +2 life card physical. Okay, it does connect. It, of course, cannot do critical damage. There's only the 3 life cards. Okay, he's going to change up the order of the cards as they went in the discard pile. The order does matter. Okay, since he only has the two Dragon Balls in play, he's going to go ahead and play the Mastery. And he's going to go ahead and pull out a Dragon Ball. And again, just like before, he's only going to get any kind of continuous effects and things like that. Immediate effects are not triggered by the Radiant Mastery, so it only places them into play. He raises anger. Looks like good old Chris is packing 3 anger right now. Okay, Justin has the opportunity to counterattack, but he's not able. He cannot capitalize. He uses the effect of the once per combat effect of Dragon Ball 7 to be able to place a card from his hand, Dragon Ball from his hand into play. I think he forgot to raise his anger because anytime a Dragon Ball enters play during combat, it would raise his anger, even if it's from Ball 7's effect. Okay, he stops it with an old forceful block. He gains 5 stages. He rejuvenates a card and raises anger 1 level, since he is using good old Namekian Knowledge. Okay, combat ends. Both players pass. Chris gets to begin his turn. Looks like he's drawn 2 setups. Looks like he's got Dragon Radar. And I think I might have seen another Namekian Hunt. He's passing, rejuvenating, and placing the block in his deck, a physical block that puts a Dragon Ball out and play under your opponent's control. Okay, and then Chris ends his turn, and he discards knee block, a Namekian knee block, and that is going to go ahead and rejuvenate it, automatically raises anger 1 level. Okay, it's good old Chris's turn. He draws his 3. It looks like he's carrying 2, I want to say, Namekian Wallops. So they're pretty significantly hard-hitting cards here, especially having enough Dragon Balls out to support it. Okay, he does declare combat, and he's going to go ahead and actually use Dragon Radar to pull out a Dragon Ball right away. Looks like he pulls out Dragon Ball 3. That's the one's going to let him go ahead and level from gaining the anger. And then he's going to go ahead and take a look at the bottom. 3 cards to discard pile, and then place any 2 to the bottom of his life deck, and then hold on to the rest. Okay, still resolving the effect, and he actually has to shuffle these 2 cards in.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
You hit me with, yeah.
The physical, or is it going to do 2 life?
Okay, AT plus 2 life physical from good old Nail.
Go ahead.
Okay, he's going to use up a Namekian Hunt to go ahead and pull out another Dragon Ball card. Okay, and this one is like having a brand new ability, like a brand new Dragon Clan or Dragon Radar, but is unique to Slug. So it's pretty nice. Build Slug deck, you have to have it.
You don't want to dance me a little?
Sure.
Are you really? Okay.
Okay, he uses a very rarely seen use of Ball 2 to actually advance an opponent level. He does that. Nail is now level 2.
Well, then that changes things. Now I can't do that. Do a crushing beam, an energy attack. Damage is 6 life.
Okay, good old Justin's going to go ahead and whip out a powerful crushing beam, and it is going to hit since Chris doesn't have enough blocks to be able to stop such a thing. Banishes all the damage. No critical damage due to endurance.
So that's banished as well. And then this gets shuffled, and I will level.
Okay, he's going to go and shuffle Crushing Beam back in his deck, and for those of you who may not remember, good old Namekian Knowledge lets you raise your anger every time you would shuffle a card into your deck. Now he does stop it with an attack, allows him to be able to go ahead and summon a Dragon Ball from the deck and then go ahead and place it into play under his opponent's control. For those of you keeping score on that side, Chris is very, very close to having a DB victory.
Search your life deck and give it to your opponent.
Oh, okay.
So he has placed ball 1 under the control of Justin. Now the interesting thing is he can basically try to steal it, but of course he would have the ability to basically push it back into Chris's deck where it might be harder to retrieve. So it's kind of an interesting thing, kind of an interesting quandary. Oh, by the way, Justin was on 4 anger. He raised his anger. The 1 is now level 3 nail, one of the strongest. The 18, the plus 3 stage damage to all of his attacks. Fantastic.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Good old Justin sustained damage from Chris's attack. Used a little bit of endurance and managed not to take very much damage at all. Okay, if Justin just didn't have as many dead cards in his hand, he'd be in a much better position. He is going to go ahead and whip out good old Namekian Chop. It's going to be AT plus 4, actually not plus 4, plus 7 stages and a life card.
5, 6, 7, 8 stages, and 1 life.
It would be 8 stages since they're in the same bracket. Okay, and he of course does control 1 Dragon Ball, so he's able to raise his anger 1 level. Okay, Chris is going to use Lord Slug's Fist Slam. Okay, he's going to rejuvenate 2 cards. Yeah, it's a 5 and 3 life physical. A pretty significantly hard hit. He can sustain the damage at this point in the battle without too much effort. He's got plenty of power stages to work with. However, he does have to take the 3 life. He chooses to go ahead and banish knee block. Oh, no, he's going to hold on to knee block. He looks like he might be planning to try to rejuvenate it.
My turn?
Okay, looks like Justin might be out of actions. Okay, he uses level 3 Nail's power, the one that allows him to be able to place the ball either from his hand into play or from or to push a ball from and play it up into the owner's hand. Okay. Now, Justin here maybe want to rethink this play. If he targets ball 1, it would go into Chris's hand, and he can use and he's going to use ball 7 to put into play and in a DB victory. Yep, next action, DB victory. And that is one of the ways that Lord Slug wins. Sooner than later, he was going to be able to steal it back. For those of you who don't get it yet, when you face the good old Lord Slug, you're going to need to be prepared to think more 1 or 2 or 3 turns ahead because of his ability simply to get him. And if he's within 1 or 2 Dragon Balls, he's probably in striking distance of a DB victory, and it may not even seem like it. The winner, Lord Slug.